With the birth of our second child coming in April, we've been going through a lot of my daughter's toys to see what we can pass on. And there's one bin of toys we know will always be shared by her, our future son, as well as me and my husband. In fact, we're not quite sure which of these toys belonged to my husband when he was growing up, and which ones are brand new, since they transcend generations and are robust enough to survive multiple children. In this episode, we'll talk about the man behind this toy, how his family has been behind production up through this day, and how this toy has impacted generations of children, past and present. And as awesome as they are for children's development and creativity, there's nothing worse than stepping on one with bare feet. I'm your host, Emily Prokop, and this is the story behind Lego. But first, a quick message. I know I haven't gotten to the meat of this episode yet, but if you've listened to past episodes of The Story Behind, I'd love to know what you think. You can leave a review on iTunes, Stitcher, or whatever podcast app you use to listen. Or you can email me at thestorybehindpod@gmail.com. You can find The Story Behind on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, all at StoryBehindPod, and message me through any of those. Thanks for listening. Ole Kirk Christensen was a Danish carpenter who supported his family of 4 children during the peak of the Great Depression in Denmark. He owned a small business making household items like ironing boards, ladders, and Christmas tree stands. But it was his wooden toys made from birch, painted and packaged with care, that became the most popular. Christensen and one of his sons, Goddard, who was only 12 at the time, began focusing on toys to manufacture and sell. After holding a contest among his employees for a name, he settled on Leg Godt, which is Danish for play well. Coincidentally, it's also Latin for put together. He was known for his craftsmanship and attention to detail, so much that he is credited with saying,
"Only the best is good enough."
This quote of his is carved on a sign, which was displayed on the factory floor of his toy company. When the Christensens came across a British toy company called Kittycraft Self-Locking Building Bricks, they collaborated with the makers and began manufacturing similar blocks with bumps on top and corresponding holes on the bottom, which were named automatic building bricks. In 1947, Christensen purchased a plastic injection machine. Lego was the first company in Denmark to purchase such an expensive machine, and using plastic for his toys initially hurt the business during the 1950s. But following a factory fire in 1960, Lego decided to change its direction from toys made of wood and plastic to simply making toys from plastic. Christensen died in 1958, the same year plastic Lego bricks were patented. The dimensions for these blocks haven't changed much since then. In fact, you can still use Lego bricks from 1958 with the Lego bricks of today. The company was passed on to his children and their children, and it's still owned by his great-grandson, Thomas Kirk Christensen. Lego bricks and sets continue to be one of the most popular toys every year. Even without the research for this episode, I realized this when my daughter, husband, and I went to Rockefeller Center early in December to look at the tree, and saw the ridiculously long line to get into the Lego store located there. Lego bricks have been named Toy of the Century twice in 2000 by Fortune magazine and the British Association of Toy Retailers. And various researchers, education specialists, and child psychology experts tout the toys as good development tools for children to foster creativity, spark curiosity, enhance learning, and even help assuage emotional distress. Oh, and if you're wondering why I keep referring to them as Lego bricks and not Legos, Lego is very specific on their website about the use of the word Legos to refer to the plural of Lego, that being they don't like it. On Lego.com, there is a friendly message asking for people to either call them Lego bricks or Lego toys in order to protect and preserve the brand. And with the success of the Lego movie and 2017's The Lego Batman movie, it's apparent that Lego toys aren't just for kids. In fact, my husband may or may not be more into them than my 5-year-old daughter. Hint, he is. The role of Olkirk Christensen was played by Kevin from Who Are These Podcasts? Information for this episode was sourced from Lego.com, Mental Floss, FamousInventors.com, CBSNews.com, DailyCelebrations.com, ToyHallOfFame.com, Inc.com, and OutsideTheBrick.com. For these links and more, visit the show notes at thestorybehindpodcast.com. Follow on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at StoryBehindPod, or subscribe on your favorite podcast app so you'll never miss an episode. Thanks for listening.